Y'all, do you wanna know a fun fact? I taught Kyle how to jumpstart a car today over FaceTime, and I was very proud of that. He figured it out, and he didn't blow himself up. And bonus, he got the car started. So, life goal achievement, learn how to jumpstart a car. So the next time you leave a light on and kill your fucking battery, you don't have to panic. You can just pull out a jumper pack and... Cause I'm being real. If you drive a lot and don't have one of them little anti-grav battery jumper box battery things in your trunk, just get one. They're like $50. And a hell of a lot quicker than calling AAA and waiting an hour for a fucking tow truck to come jump you. Get like a good one, because anything with lithium cells, you don't want to go cheap. They're scary. They get really unhappy if they get punctured. It was one of the map lights inside, and normally that wouldn't kill it in a night, but he didn't drive for like 2 or 3 days. So yeah, it was enough of a parasitic draw to go. But luckily I replaced the battery like 2 years ago, so it's got another couple years in it yet, where we had to drive the cars just to drive them. Well, yeah, because you don't want the fuel to turn. Once that shit starts to separate, it basically turns back to varnish and corn oil. But yeah, little jumper packs, they're fucking awesome. Little anti-grav battery ones, because like it's just a little brick and it's enough to get her going. And I'm like, all right, cool. Takes me 30 seconds versus calling AAA and being like, well, they'll be here in about an hour to 2, and I'll just sit there on the side of the road like a dipshit. How often these days do you think people need to jumpstart a car? Because most cars will turn things off for you. Even some interior lights. If you leave the door open for 15 minutes, the car will just turn them off. So most people don't think about it because the car does it for them. Everything's automatic. Like my car, I can leave the headlights on because when you turn the key off, they turn off. And that's nice because when I get in, they're already on. Now, if the alternator's fucked, jumping is not gonna help because you're not replenishing any of the power sapped by the ignition, the fuel, etc. That's when you call a tow truck, if the alternator done gone up. But if it's just a dead battery, just get you a little jumper box, red to positive, black to negative. And most jumper little packages have safeties in them anyway. They won't let you go backwards. If you do, it just screams at you, says, hey, dipshit. Flip them around. Back in the day when jump starting was more necessary, yeah, more people knew how to do it, but I would wager that over half of the driving population doesn't even know how to open their own hood or check their oil. So like you can't fault the person, you fault the system. They've coddled people with these essentially baby-proof vehicles that handhold them through the process of becoming a real driver. Dad discovered his Volvo had no dipstick a few weeks ago. It's only digital and doesn't update until you drive it a bit. Oh yeah, Porsche does that too. It's fucking irritating. I used to hate working on those because you'd basically have to put the car on the lift, let it idle, and then turn it off and put it back to run without starting the engine. And then you had to wait between 10 to 30 minutes for the display to finish calibrating and show you the engine level, the oil level. There was no dipstick. I know why they do it. They don't want people working on their cars. They want you to take it back to the service center, but God, is it annoying! If I owned that car and could not quickly just, yep, she's good. It's basically a way for them to keep people from touching their own cars, because why let someone work on their car when they can pay to come to the service center? 3 things engine needs to work: air, fuel, spark. Don't forget oil. No oil, no engine. At least not for long. You'll go till it spits out a fucking bearing. That's when she sounds like a coffee can full of walnuts. Actually, no, I amend that. A coffee can full of walnuts and loose change.